Happy Monday, everyone. Or if you're one of the bros in India, then happy Tuesday. The Infamous series is pretty well known for its different choices and how your karma, be that good or evil, affects the story and gameplay. It isn't just different cutscenes, but different throwaway lines and details that you might not notice. This includes my favorite game of the series, Infamous Second Son, and I know, and I'll even concede, Infamous 2 is the better game, but whatever. Second Son just holds a special place in my heart. When looking up the karma differences, I noticed there wasn't really a comprehensive video on the topic, so I'll be the change I want to see in the world. Now, I won't be including the cutscenes and power differences here because I think those are pretty obvious, and instead, let's focus on the differences you may have missed, in chronological order. If you want to see all the good and evil choices in order, then you can find a video linked below. Let's go. When crossing the collapsing bridge, we get a call from Betty. In a good playthrough, she opens the call like this.
Reggie?
Delson, what's this I hear about you and your brother taking off for Seattle?
It's really not a good time, Betty.
Okay, you just be careful and have fun.
Okay, I will. Bye.
But on an evil playthrough, the call goes a little differently.
Delson Rowe,
Kind of a bad time, Betty.
you took off before I was through talking to you.
Well, I had plans.
I heard you and Reggie were heading to Seattle, of all places.
Really gotta go, Betty. Love you.
I find it interesting that Delson only says I love you during an evil route, though that is likely because this is still early in the game. Despite your rank, whether thug or protector, your logo on the vest doesn't even change, so as far as Delson's morality is concerned, he's still close to neutral. By the way, fun fact, the neutral rank in this game is called Vandal, but you'd never see it in gameplay. Fortunately, the differences become a bit easier to spot when we get to the Space Needle, which features yet another call from Betty. This time, on a good playthrough, it sounds like this.
Hey there, it's Betty. Where are you?
Oh, hi, Betty. I'm at the Space Needle.
Oh, I'll try back later then. Bring me a postcard.
Okay, if the gift shop's open. Bye, Betty.
Bye-bye, dear.
And on an evil run, it sounds like this.
Delson Rowe, you hung up on me before.
Sorry, Betty, but
Don't tell me this is a bad time, too.
actually at the moment I'm kind of climbing up the outside of the Space Needle.
Well, if you don't want to talk to me, just say so.
Gonna have to call you back, Betty.
I think it's cool that Betty acts as a early game moral compass, and the same is true for Reggie. There are many points where a good or bad karma opportunity is given to you as a means of tutorialization, and Reggie will have some commentary for your actions. When being introduced to the drug dealers and choosing to stop them, he will say this.
Delson, I heard shots. Did you kill them?
No, just I did my duty as a citizen. Gave them a few moments to think long and hard about the choices they've made.
Did you destroy the drugs?
Yes, I destroyed the drugs. Can I please go into the alley now?
And when choosing not to, he will respond instead with this.
Did you destroy the drugs?
No, they didn't belong to me, and it's my duty as a citizen to respect other people's property.
You'll notice that Delson's justifications for the evil actions are pretty flimsy, and that theme carries on and only gets worse. Once we see some protesters rallying against Fetch, Reggie has dialogue for this too. One for if we spare them.
Wow, I'm impressed with your impulse control. But maybe you should wait up by the neon sign, yeah? Might be less conspicuous that way?
And some lines for when we don't.
Oh, Reg. Didn't know you were there. Did I just butt dial you?
People have a right to speak their mind without being attacked.
It was self-defense, man. They had signs and pamphlets.
You know, on second thought, you would be a hell of a lot less conspicuous staked out near the restaurant's neon sign, alright?
By this point in the game, you should be around level 3 karma for either side, and that means your reputation will have spread across Seattle. How the people react to you is different, as when you're a hero, people will begin praising you and taking photos of you, but if you're evil, then they will often run away or berate you. Another great difference is when you bump into people. If doing so on an evil run, they will get annoyed at you. And if doing so as a hero, they will actually apologize to you.
Sorry, double vision.
This is more of a subtle one, but after finishing your fetch quest, if on a good playthrough, then you'll spawn on the ground facing away from the sun, presenting lighting that feels more blue and even. If on an evil playthrough, you spawn facing the sun, and its harsh lighting makes the world look more saturated. The lighting itself isn't different. I believe this is the same lighting called sunset candy in the settings, but I think the angle of where the player spawns was intentionally chosen to communicate the actions of the night before. I know I said I would avoid obvious ones, but I feel like some people could have missed this, and it's to do with the appearance of your powers. Video has the most obvious differences between the two power sets, likely because it's acquired late in the game and thus you'll be further on the spectrum of good or evil. But Neon also has a difference, and the one I want to focus on is smoke. On a good run, it appears less saturated and more smoke-like. And yet, on an evil run, we can see that it's more fiery, resembling Hank's smoke powers much more. I think this is a good indication too that Hank is a bad guy, alongside his neck tattoo, which bears a striking resemblance to the logo on our back if we reach the rank of Infamous. Also, bonus fact, this doesn't apply to Karma, but the logo you paint on the Space Needle will change the dialogue you have with Eugene upon first contact.
That tag you put on the needle, the yin-yang conflict of avian desire, right? That tag you put on the needle, face your fears, right? That tag you put on the needle, seize control, right? That tag you put on the needle, kiss my aspirations, right?
When searching for the suspected conduits in the Lantern District, you'll approach a man who is on top of a crane, and when he jumps, an angel saves him. This is what Delson says on a good playthrough.
No, don't!
Whoa, nice catch, Wingman.
And this is what he says on an evil playthrough.
Ugh. God, after I climbed up all this way. Angel bastard, should have let him fall. Could have maybe drained something off the corpse.
When finishing your quest with Eugene, you'll notice that if you choose to corrupt him, his angel has hints of red in it, that is absent on an otherwise good playthrough, showing that you are corrupting him and his powers are reflective of his morality. I think it's a great detail. Further on, when discovering Hank's crime scene, Reggie has a sobering moment where he gets to see what Delson's power do to the DUP, and on a good playthrough, the conversation goes like this.
Wow. So this is what it looks like when you... I've avoided looking up close.
Hey man, they do the same thing to me.
But when Infamous, it goes more like this.
I've avoided looking up close.
What's the use of powers if you pull your punches?
Surprisingly, the cutscene with Reggie at Augustine's fort is the exact same no matter what, which is strange given how it's the culmination of his character, but at least there is a subtle difference when fighting Augustine. When kicking her as a hero, it says Tyrant Wounded, and when you're evil, it says Authority Wounded, which I think goes a decent way in showing how Delson's actions have shaped his perception of Augustine. Arriving at the penultimate moment, we can hear different speeches from Augustine and different responses from Delson. Here's what it sounds like as a hero.
It's time. Citizens of Seattle, it's time to take back our city from those who seek to destroy it. Violent terrorists have no place on our streets. They must be locked away, far from all decent, normal people, for the good of society.
Are you kidding me? I'm the one who's been protecting society from her and her army of freaks.
People of Seattle, it has come to my attention that the bioterrorist Delson Rowe has begun another rampage. His past terrorist sprees have resulted in the deaths of hundreds of loyal DUP guardians and our fellow Seattleites.
It's not a terror spree if I'm saving the innocent and sparing your horde of killers.
Good people of Seattle, I implore you, do not allow Delson Rowe to continue his murderous, bloodthirsty rampage. Delson Rowe has already killed hundreds of us. Maybe a neighbor, maybe even a family member. Delson Rowe has murdered countless numbers of my bravest men, DUP soldiers who gave their lives to save yours. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain. Delson Rowe must be brought to justice, whatever it takes.
No, you got it backwards, Augustine. These people have seen us both in action. They want justice. It won't be my head on the platter.
And here's what it sounds like as a villain.
For the good of society.
She better hurry before there's no decent, normal people left to protect from me.
His past terror sprees have resulted in the deaths of hundreds of loyal DUP guardians and our fellow Seattleites.
You called this a terror spree? Oh, I'm just getting warmed up.
Delson Rowe must be brought to justice, whatever it takes.
You want to save these people, Augustine? You want justice? You're gonna have to stop me first.
It's not just Augustine that reacts to you, but Seattle as well. When entering crowds as a hero, the DUP will attack on sight, and the people will generally show their support for you.
Fight!
No bioterrorist ever hurt me! Whatever happened to right to a trial?
On an evil playthrough, however, they will not only show disdain for you,
She's right. We need to take our city back from the bioterrorist freaks.
How can we help? What can we do? She's right! This is our city! We need to take it back!
Augustine is doing all she can against the bioterrorist invaders.
We've got to drive the bioterrorists out of Seattle!
but then they will swarm you zombie style, near instantly killing you. I really love this because it's an implication that if 10 people just decided to sacrifice themselves, they could beat the living shit out of you and end the conduit threat near instantly. Finally, we all know that Delsin on an evil run will end the Okomish, but if choosing to spare Hank, despite being infamous, you will have the cutscene cut off early. A bonus one for you because it technically doesn't happen in the game itself, but your controller light will always reflect your karmic state, with it getting more blue as you become good and more red when evil. Despite the neutral smoke color on the loading screens being yellow, the controller's neutral color, however, is white. Those are all of the differences I could find, and if I missed any, then feel free to leave them down below and I'll add it to the pinned comment. Again, if you want to see all the choices, then feel free to click the link in the video description, and if you want to see a video like this for Infamous 1 and 2, then let me know and I'd be more than happy to oblige. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next Monday.